Hello everyone, today's travels are taking me to London. Come on, be a sport. Today we're going to visit one of the most famous palaces in London, the Tower of London.
Way to spend an afternoon. With her head tucked underneath her arm, she walks the bloody tower.
The Tower of London was built in 1070 by William the Conqueror, who needed a fortress in the city after his win at Hastings in 1066. The Tower of London went from being a fortress to being a royal palace in the medieval times to being a prison during the Tudor period. There are gruesome stories linked to this tower. When you go to the tower, you don't come out. Today we're going into the Tower of London, and we will come out of the Tower of London and we will look into some of the mysterious stories and some of the gruesome ones that are linked to this place. The tower underwent several changes since it was built. It took 20 years to build. It became a palace, kings and queens lived in luxurious apartments, and during the Tudor period this was the most famous prison in Britain. Elizabeth I, Bloody Mary, Guy Fawkes and Anne Boleyn are just the few names of the people that were in prison here during the course of history. Right, we're going in. In 2070, Edward I built luxurious apartments as well as a Watergate entrance. This was renamed the Traitor's Gate in 1544 with Henry VIII. There was security. Edward I built this tower as the main water gate into the castle in 1275-1281. At the top floor made it into royal lodgings. The king used this room as a hall where he would meet courtiers and important subjects. Henry VIII had these apartments luxuriously restored for Anne Boleyn's coronation in 1533. In complete contrast to the days prior to her coronation, the tower is also the setting for Anne's incarceration and execution. Henry VI was actually stabbed here while he was praying in a chapel. The Salt Tower has a basement with dungeons and 2 stories with inserted upper floor. The dungeon has many examples of graffitis made by prisoners. It contains a display showing the different kinds of treatments received by the prisoners who were held there. Look at the effect of the sky against the buildings on that. It's quite amazing, isn't it? Wow, such a contrast. Old buildings with the new. Looks really beautiful though. Oh, that's the chapel, right. So I think if we can go down here, Chapel Royal. Execution inside the tower was a privilege reserved for those of high rank. 10 people were beheaded on Tower Green, which stretches to the west of the White Tower. So apparently the ghost of Anne Boleyn is seen to wander on the Tower Green.
Go!
The Beauchamp Tower has been used on and off to house high-ranking prisoners over the years. The tower is most famous for its graffiti, which were carved between the 16th and 17th century, a period of religious and political upheaval when the Tower of London became the country's foremost state prison. So it gets cooler here every time. So the whole tower is absolutely boiling, and you can feel the cold coming. Must have had a lot of time, huh? Look at that. That little pieces of art. The Bloody Tower is the most infamous prison at the Tower of London. It's really narrow. We are in the Bloody Tower. The tower is mostly associated with Sir Walter Raleigh, a favourite of Elizabeth I, who was imprisoned and executed by James I for treason. But the most two famous residents of the tower were the two princes, who lived here for a short period of time under the tutelage of Richard III before they mysteriously disappeared. Gives me shivers. The three princes disappeared as they were playing down. So they were allowed to. But this is a prison. It's got bars and everything.
And 12-year-old son takes it to the tower. It's not that a younger brother the rest goes to happiness.
were the two princes killed on behalf of Richard III. It says torture at the tower, but only 42 people were actually tortured at the tower. So this one is the riverside wall of the Roman city of Londinium. It was built in the late 300s, towards the end of the Roman rule in Britain, to protect the city from the Saxons. And I guess that would be why William the Conqueror decided to put his fortress there. He did the same thing in Colchester, where he built a fortress on top of Roman walls and Roman buildings that were already there. So this is the original fortress built by William the Conqueror, or for William the Conqueror in 1070, and it took 20 years to build. The reason why it's called the White Tower is because at some point in history it was painted white. I think that's solid, man. So there's execution mask, and it's got laughing teeth at the bottom, which makes it super creepy. Was it them? Maybe. They never checked if they were male or females, but the age matched. Charles II thought that these were the bones found here on the walls were the bones of the two princes, so he decided to take them and have them moved to Westminster Abbey. It's not proven that it is the two princes, and there's still a mystery going on around whether it's them, whether it was Richard III that had them killed, and it's going to be a murder mystery that will never be solved. Well, everyone, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I shall see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye!